go back a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, bless your heart, y'all.
Over time, throughout the decades, when it comes to new music, I have become my mother. Remember back in the days when music played loudly on furniture-like sound systems in our living rooms or in that hoopty of a car, and with our driver's learning permit or license, we couldn't wait to blast our favorite music in the car with our friends surrounding us, and then a nearby parent, aka in my case, my mom, would be like, "Turn that noise down. I can't think." Noise? Mom, did you just call my music noise? According to my mom's generation, real music was the Motown sound.
Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. Ain't nothing like the real thing. No.
Or the Philly sound.
The love I know was a sweet love.
Or in many cases, the sophisticated sound of the Fifth Dimension.
This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, age of Aquarius.
My parents' generation considered real music the songs and albums composed with full bands and instruments and various vocal ranges from all the singers back then. I'm not from that era, and dare I say, the early music I heard from my parents' time felt like noise to me. Music in its many forms has been around for generations. Yet in my youth, the genre I started to appreciate and pay attention to was hip-hop. Early on, hip-hop developed its legs as a genre of music to be taken seriously. Those Eric B. and Rakim, BDP, or Curtis Blow tracks became the soundtrack to my childhood summers. The marriage between R&B and hip-hop grew in the late 1980s and 1990s, and more artists continued to sample, scratch, and rap over a well-known break. And when the crossover of those popular hip-hop and R&B tracks found themselves on the soundtrack of that blockbuster movie of long ago, unfortunately, all my mom heard was noise. I wanted my mom to respect the music of my youth. Hear the message I identified with as I transitioned from high school to college. The one way I got my mom to listen was watching the music award shows. Yeah, you know them. The Grammys, the American Music Awards, and later on, the NAACP Image Awards, the Soul Train Awards, and then, of course, the MTV Video Music Awards. I made a big deal about watching these award shows with my mom to educate her on the sounds of my youth. We would prepare snacks like popcorn and a lean meal of tacos to enjoy some of my favorite music stars win a music awards. If other musician peers like a Smokey Robinson or Ashford and Simpson cheered on early hip-hop musicians back in my day, my mom soon conceded that my hip-hop and R&B wasn't noise. It is music. I'm ever so grateful my generation identified early on the marriage between music and video. My mom would pay attention when music artists won those coveted awards like Best R&B Performance or Best Group, Pop, R&B, or hip-hop genres, or my personal favorite, Song of the Year Awards. As I look over my personal collection of music from wax to digital, the latest music tracks have a harder time finding their way into my music collection because now I feel like my mom, believing some of the latest music is noise. Without children in my life to educate me in the same way I did with my mom, I have to be purposeful and find the gems among the massive maze of music. Recently, the nominees were announced for the 2022 MTV Video Music Awards. Categories like K-pop, Push, and the Metaverse performances are recent categories added to the MTV universe. I'm familiar with Best New Artist, Best Short and Long Form Video categories, yet many of the nominees are artists I don't know. In regards to new artists, like my mom used to say back in the day, honey, I don't know these children. Well, it's time to get to know the new school children of music today. In honor of the upcoming VMAs, Interludes presents the Val and Michael Awards, aka our own VMAs of new music. Time to shine the light on some of the new music that have hit our SoundClouds and music players over the last few months and years. If you're not familiar with some of these new artists, you gonna learn today. I'm Val the Voice Johnson, and this is Interludes. Interludes, a pure Lighthouse production. This episode is brought to you by the Riddles Clean Comedy Virtual Show. Find out more on our website, linktr.ee/Pure Light Media. And now, all the way live from the south side of Chicago, give it up for your host, Val the Voice Johnson.
Turn up the music, turn down the lights. I got a feeling I'm gonna be alright. Okay, alright. It's about damn time.
Jack Harlow, Lizzo, and Nigerian-born Tems. All three have a unique sound and have tapped into an encouraging energy for our youth.
No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry.
A few weeks back, our visual podcast, Interludes Extra Talk on Tuesdays, covered the recent release of Wakanda Forever, the Black Panther 2 trailer. The song heard underneath the trailer, No Woman No Cry, is the Bob Marley classic heard in an emotionally stirring remake through the Nigerian-born singer and songwriter Tems. Born Timale Openili, the young singer has contributed to some of the biggest singles released over the last few years. Tems' voice is extremely unique and androgynous, as I've tried to identify if she was male or female. Her song with Wizkid called Essence became a top 10 Billboard hit once pop star Justin Bieber added his vocals to the song. Around the Shy, this song became popular everywhere. Similar to my mom, I didn't pay much notice to Tems until the 2022 BET Music Awards when she won Best International Act. And earlier this year, she won the NAACP Image Award for Best International Song, Essence, with Wizkid and Justin Bieber. She's the one to watch as her music continues to cross international lines everywhere.
My mind. You don't need no other body.
LANMOROUS, we flying first class.
When the hip-hop group Black Eyed Peas added Fergie to their lineup in 2002, I thought this might work to have some female energy in a predominantly male group. And for several years, the Black Eyed Peas recorded some of their most notable music with Fergie on vocals. We as an audience embraced Fergie as she stepped out on her own and recorded one of my personal favorites, Glamorous. That song became a top 10 hit for her and is now being rediscovered within the song by artist Jack Harlow called First Class.
Seeking, trying to come the same day as Jack rethinking. You don't need Givenchy, you need Jesus. Why do y'all sleep on me? I need reasons.
Similar to Tems, I didn't know who Jack Harlow was until the 2022 BET Music Awards. And like many of us who are familiar with collaborations and guest appearances, one of my favorite artists, Brandy, pranced out to Jack's musical break, channeling her ABC character from Queens, rapping instead of singing. I felt myself get hyped. Then I wanted to know more about the young man who masterfully sampled one of my favorite tracks from the 2000s. Jack Harlow out of Louisville, Kentucky, started rapping in grade school and recorded tracks to get noticed. I admired his hustle to get his music out there by performing and opening for indie bands, film festivals, and founding his own recording collective, Private Garden. Hearing the lyrics from First Class and realizing this #1 single is now from his second album, Come Home, The Kids Miss You, I was drawn to how the song summarized his success by purchasing a home for his mom. I believe it's every artist's dream to provide for their parents, especially if there's love there. It's like he doesn't believe his fame and fortune. I almost wanted to be dismissive of Harlow's rise to fame, and yet his sound and lyrics seem to be grounded in gratefulness and appreciation. Early in hip-hop, artists sampled the best and used the great R&B music to be an undercurrent for their sound. Harlow's First Class is no different. And checking out the full latest album by Jack, I became pleasantly surprised and pleased, knowing that the hip-hop genre is solid and here to stay.
Baby, worship me. Worship me. On your knees. Patiently, quietly, faithfully, worship me.
Lizzo seems to be everywhere. Yet years before the pandemic, I heard that song on the boat cruise and weight loss commercials. Who is this, I thought. My curiosity with Lizzo boomed over the years as I started to understand her empowering love yourself message within her lyrics. She also represents a new breed of R&B singers who will curse in R&B in a New York minute. It's About Damn Time has become extremely popular over on TikTok, as Lizzo has developed a large audience of followers. What I find to be hilarious is when lesser-known TikTokers use Lizzo's song and interprets the lyrics, dance moves, or essence in an awkward, weird way. And I've seen Lizzo call people out for it.
You go, in a 1 minute, I'ma need a sentimental man or woman, not man or woman, not man or woman, man or woman, to pump me up.
Last season, Lizzo hosted and was also the music guest on SNL. Seeing her in these funny skits with SNL cast members entertained me to the core. She's got some acting skills and could hold her own in a comedy film or drama series, I believe. Her flute-inspired performances on both the BET Awards last year and her recent SNL appearance allow me to respect her musical grind to greatness, as unfortunately she's experienced a lot of pushback from internet trolls and critics over her weight. Now, I can't repeat what she's told those mean old trolls to do with their criticisms. Yet, with Lizzo's star power and her recent release special, I believe she's an artist to watch and will successfully transition into acting and other creative ventures. The 2022 MTV Video Music Awards later on this month on August 28th will be live from across the Hudson River in Newark, New Jersey at the Prudential Center. Our personal VMAs, that is the Val and Michael Awards, artists to watch are Tems, Jack Harlow, and Lizzo, all nominated in various categories via the MTV Video Music Awards. Lizzo with 4 nominations, Jack Harlow with 7, and Tems with 1 nomination. Check out our Interludes Facebook group for updates on more of our picks for the Val and Michael Awards. Just know, many of us will not have to be like my mom, calling the new generation music noise. Get to know these artists. I believe they'll be around for a while.
At last, my love has come along.
Etta James was one of my mom's favorite artists from back in the day. This episode is dedicated to my mom, Rosie L. Johnson. She was an avid lover of good music, and I'll miss our Saturday morning dances around the kitchen table while watching Soul Train. Hey, Mom, are you listening? It's music. It's not noise anymore. It's the new generational sound. I'm Val the Voice Johnson, and this is Interludes. Have you seen it? It's the weekly chat with EP Michael Wamble, Coach Tony, and Val the Voice Johnson. Interludes Extra presents Talk on Tuesdays. Join us and other special guests as we break down the latest topics surrounding music, movies, and sports every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, live in the chat on our Interludes YouTube channel. Interludes. Original concept by Valerie Johnson. Written by Michael Wamble. Produced by Michael Wamble and Valerie Johnson. Original intro and outro music produced by Kendall Nesbitt. Interludes, a pure Lighthouse production. This episode is brought to you by the Riddles Clean Comedy Virtual Show, featuring hosts Jury O'Neill, Donald Owens Jr., Michael Wamble, and Val the Voice Johnson. To purchase an on-demand ticket, please visit our website, linktr.ee/Pure Light Media. To subscribe to our YouTube channel or join our Interludes Facebook group, visit the website linktr.ee/Pure Light Media.